Let's make this quick. There, take this.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate? The council. If you are here because of Shen Matale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Sandals are not involved. This is nothing but a Matale witch hunt. Cassus is dead. Then it is as we feared. You should speak to Murek yourself. He will want to question you on the details of the son's death. Murek left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Murek will meet with you there.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you have news about my son Cassus. Cassus is dead? I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son? Cath hounds? I was so certain the Matali family was to blame. But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical. Anything to continue the feud which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something, though it is difficult for me. My son had a diary, his private, personal thoughts. Now that he is gone, I have nothing else to remember him by. Please, the diary means more to me than it ever could to you. I will give you 100 credits for its return. I thank you for this. The diary is all I have left of my son. We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale? My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassis disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally. Cassis is dead? It is as I feared. Though I'm relieved the Matales are not responsible. My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly. You must understand that Father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute. My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassis.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
No! Since Cassis went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassis. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance. Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope. Shen and I, we have been taught by our families to hate each other, just for being related to our fathers. But I met Shen alone one day in the city, away from his father, and Shen was so charming, so sweet. He didn't care at all that I was a Sandral. He just accepted me for who I was, with no reservations. We talked and met again over months and fell in love. My brother Cassis met him too, and they were beginning to become friends, but then this whole mess had to happen. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
No problem. Got it.
Yes?
No problem. Got it.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father? Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous. It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that. If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, Then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped. I was taught to hate the Sandrels, to think of them as evil and subhuman. But from the moment I saw Rahasia one day in the city, I knew that my father was wrong. She was like an angel, all white silks and perfume, seeming to float above the crowds. I don't know what else I could have done but fall in love with her. For months I wooed her and tried to win her heart. I believe I have succeeded, but now this has happened. Our families are always coming between us one way or another. Please find her and convince her to run away with me.
No problem. Got it.
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet? Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it, but I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahasia? I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Oh, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us. You're right, we should go as fast as we can. I don't know how long it will be before my father realizes we're gone.
You're right, we should.
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale!
Rahasia!
Father!
Mr. Sandrel!
Nurik!
Alan!
I knew this was all you're doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
Please listen to him, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandrel harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog! We are trying to be reasonable here, of course. We are sensible people, after all. But our children are being so stubborn.
If Shen would just understand that he has to do what I want, this would all be solved easily. But he is my son. I don't want to lose him.
And I won't let my daughter go with him. My little Rahasia.
Father!
I don't know why we fight like this. We got along in the beginning, didn't we, Alan?
I don't know how you can think of that when we have our children trying to go away together.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad, would it? Shen seems to genuinely care for my Rahasia. He might be a good husband for her someday.
As much as I may dislike it, I think I see it too. I suppose I might be convinced to see that Sandrel girl with my son, if she is loyal to him. But I don't trust you a centimeter farther, old man. Your daughter may treat Shen well, but you will never see them. They will live with me.
Of course not, you pompous old windbag. They'll be living with me.
I will not have them set foot in a Sandral household.
They shall not live with the Matales.
Then you propose to buy us a new house, do you?
Oh, well, yes, actually, that sounds like a good idea.
I'm surprised. That does sound like a good idea.
We should discuss this more.
Thank you, Master Jedi, for bringing us together and getting our parents to accept us.
We will praise you to the council for what you have done and name our children after you.
Thank you again. We will remember you always.
You cannot win.
King Watawawa Ulira. Yuma Lipa ak Inkoku. Dahu Maboktinya go Juju Biti. Just Rockito Patslimo.
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand. I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath? It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins. 10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake. The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything. Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else. These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information. The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life. Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
You cannot win. The Force fights with me!
If the droid is correct, then we must complete the tasks in the proving grounds to the east and west before these doors will open.
Let's make this quick. You cannot win. There.
I'm here.
There. Take that.
This must be what Revan and Malik found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began. This is a map, some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malik must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found. I don't know, but Revan and Malik were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manaan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be. I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun. How can I help? No, not bothering you. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship. Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have? Good. On which planet were you born? Excellent. Your current age is? Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character. You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins? This news of a Star Forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge. The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure. Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith, but it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you in your quest.
다 공주 스탁 미끼 그랍을 먹어 같이 주이다 보동가 돌바방크 원래 오간다 나루 추추트 먹으샤 본가 볼라와나 직네 바물레 슬리모 포다다다 난가 쿰비스트 물레 라베스 통하이트웜 지지 좀 lumpa 니타 포에 티키토 돌바다 봉qualeo 간도나 추추트 같이 주이다 돈도가 유말리다 꾸토둔 지라물라네 니두보보 뭔가 쿰비스장 바 물레라
Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkunu pamulera-chikun. Slimopodona rundihodunga kuhunkabe.
Takumjus takmiki grabbelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bolawana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes.
Runda dihodonga kunhankabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tungking ba nunodek. Tugnin chatukunde mule rabes. Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkunu pamulera-chikun. Slimopodona rundihodunga kuhunkabe.
Mucho shakpachat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun.
Runda dihodonga kunhankabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tungking ba nunodek. Tugnin chatukunde mule rabes.
Takumjus takmiki grabbelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bolawana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Tong haitwam chichi lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachichu ita dundoga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis jang ba mulira.
Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkunu pamulera-chikun. Slimopodona rundihodunga kuhunkabe.
Wi itanandayata. Wata yuma wamahuhu na dektek. Shatung ni patoga. Wano kuspe ching palamule donke.
Runda dihodonga kunhankabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tungking ba nunodek. Tugnin chatukunde mule rabes. Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkunu pamulera-chikun. Slimopodona rundihodunga kuhunkabe.
Wi itanandayata. Wata yuma wamahuhu na dektek. Shatung ni patoga. Wano kuspe ching palamule donke.
Runda dihodonga kunhankabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tungking ba nunodek. Tugnin chatukunde mule rabes. Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkunu pamulera-chikun. Slimopodona rundihodunga kuhunkabe. Runda dihodonga kunhankabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tungking ba nunodek. Tugnin chatukunde mule rabes.
Wi itanandayata. Wata yuma wamahuhu na dektek. Shatung ni patoga. Wano kuspe ching palamule donke.
Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkunu pamulera-chikun. Slimopodona rundihodunga kuhunkabe. Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkunu pamulera-chikun. Slimopodona rundihodunga kuhunkabe.
Jeda badawana ni dibobo. Tong nabung siya nununya. Tong patukas magtalea.
Achuta, wonga kun bistolpi kikoyana, tong patugas maktilea. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi, wana kun bez ching palamule, tong king ba nunotek, tok nin chatukune mulerabes. Jedo badawana ni di bobo, tong nabungsha nununya, tong patugas maktilea. Kachikun itahodonga, iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Achuta, wonga kun bistolpi kikoyana. Tong patugas maktilea. Kipuna, kavatompa ku palea muka bata. Jiyoka ku tumpa ku pelea. Ronda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tong king ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukune mulerabes. Kachikun itahodonga. Iking kuno pa mulerachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas maktalea. Mucho shakpakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun. Ronda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tong king ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukune mulerabes. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas maktalea. Kachikun itahodonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Achuta, wonga kun bistolpi kikoyana. Tong patugas maktilea. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas maktalea. Mucho shakpakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun.
Tonghai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang yingkotu. Tolbada bunkwalya gandot nago chuchut kachi chuay thahaudunga. Yumalith ka inkotun chilo mulra de bobo. Unka kun biskang bamulara. Rundi haudunga kuhungabi. Wana kumbes. Jink palamul tong king ba na kongkek. Tung ting tachun kun nek mulirabest.
이쿠쿠노 노바 물리라지군 동히군 전칭 네 보보제 마타 네 분나게 돌비 기규하나 시그라투 로다 보그라시 언니용 콤바 진토모 모추바 로다 니다군 이다 바티사 바투아 카차투통 바그라샤 콘 티자카 주바카하 초파 차와치위시 윤쿠 조도 진붕아란탕 카치군 이다하동가 이킹쿠노 바물레라치군 슬리모포도나 룬데호동가쿠 훈카베 타콤주스탁 미키 그라벌 모고 같이 이다하동가 카치군 이다하동가 이킹쿠노 바물레라치군 슬리모포도나 룬디호동가쿠 훈카베 마나만 어떠다 학기주크라다 볼라 슈이 종가똥 종근노 본카 몰레라 궁길레 노바 Watende chokolo uno ku mulera. Kachikun idahodonga. Ikinkuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundihodonga ku hunkabe. Ta 공주스 딱 미끼 그랍을 먹고 같이 주 이다 bodonga. 돌로방 원래 오간다 나르고 주추트. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pa mule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Tolpa da pongwale gando nangugu chuchut. Kabadum ku pelio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga boska chokola. Mucha shag panka. Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. 같이 이따 호동가